Today I'm here with Richard Speight, a principal clinical scientist who specialises in imaging here at our medical physics department at St James's Hospital. Richard supports the Radiotherapy Treatment Planning department, where he develops novel methods for treatment planning. So Richard, tell us a little bit about your job role and your current research.
Hi there, so my role here at the Leeds Cancer Centre is a research physicist, and my research interests all lie around the role of MRI in radiotherapy treatment planning and how MRI can be used to produce better plans for our patients.
That's great, Richard. So from what I understand, MRI scans are diagnostic scans, and our current status is that we also use CT scans in order to plan radiotherapy. So why would we want to use MRI instead?
So CT has some shortcomings. It's a technique that's based on X-rays, and it's very difficult to see some of the tumours because of the soft tissue contrast between the tumour and the healthy tissue. So because it can be quite difficult to see where that tumour is, that leads to some issues. MRI, which is based on a strong magnetic field, is a little bit different, and we can see the tumours much more accurately, and we can distinguish between where the tumours are and the healthy tissue is. So because we can do that, we can plan our treatments much more accurately, and we could also, which will ultimately lead to reduced side effects for our patients.
Sounds like pretty cutting edge stuff. So who's supporting you in your research? Are you being funded? And are you working under any specific groups or work streams?
So I'm currently employed to work on a project called ART-NET, which stands for Advanced Radiotherapy Technologies Network. So this is a Cancer Research UK funded project that involves 5 different institutions across the UK. So this project means that I'm going to be working on lots of smaller projects. An example of one is developing some national guidelines on how to implement MRI safely for radiotherapy across the whole of the NHS. So that's something that I'll be doing for the next 18 months. And I'll be working with a group called IPEM to do this. So that stands for the Institute of Physics and Engineering in Medicine.
Wow, so you're really pioneering the way for the use of MRI in radiotherapy treatment planning. And how do you hope to develop this in 2018?
So my main goals for 2018 will be to turn what I'll be doing for research into something that will have benefits for actual patients. So there are 2 ways I'd like to kind of do this, and that is to continue working on guidelines so that anyone across the NHS can benefit from these techniques. And then locally, we're hoping to get an MRI simulator relatively soon, and when we have one of those, then it means that the patients here in Leeds can benefit from the things that I've been working on in research.
Wow, Richard, thank you so much for your time. That's just really great.